Okay, Rudy here. Welcome to a 26th of January. Happy Australia Day. Welcome to a special edition, essentially, of what's the best ETF in the world to be investing in. So set off by this question to subscribers. Hi, I'm looking for some competitor ETFs, both ASX and US listed. Can be niche to benchmark the ETFs I cover with. If you have an ETF or know of one or are thinking of one that is hot, please share. PS, not to prove I'm right, just want to find the best for all to share. Thank you. Alright, so I'm glad we didn't get many VAS, VGS, Qual, which I bet $1 million if I asked this question to non-subscribers I'd get. So anyway, so basically, so the way it goes is thank you for those who put them in, some good ones there. So what I'm going to do is they will get benchmarked to the tank, and if the ETF's a real ninja, then I'll pull out some of the common ninjas that I follow, just to be fair. Okay. Actually, just in doing that, if we so we got the tank MVR and we got the gold miners ETF. So if we do, so this is what we're doing is ratios. So if we take the miners over MVR, just check that sometimes, see, I've got to make sure that it picks up the right one. Okay, so miners over MVR. So miners has been outperforming MVR, but he's a ninja, so you expect that. XMET over MVR. Okay, so XMET over MVR, so again, it's a ninja, so you expect that. So SILJ over MVR. Okay, outperformance. Now, interesting, we'll do this SILJ over XMET to see what's going on there. So SILJ is obviously America. Okay, so SILJ still outperforming, and then we've got silver, and this is the real interesting one. This boring thing here. So as we know, so the actual physical, and this is what, well, if you follow the channel, you know, physical silver price is outperforming. As this goes up, it means it's outperforming SILJ. So it's a bit equal here, but you'd expect the miners to outperform. So recently, this physical has been outperforming the miners, but I'm expecting SILJ, the miners, to start outperforming, but it's been pretty much line ball. All right, so let's get on with it. Get on with the show. Okay, so the first one's from Krang, HYGG. This is obviously a pick from one of those fund managers. I've got a note here, Hyperion. Alright, so let's see how we go against the tank. Okay. So what this telling us is, so HYGG was outperforming, then the tank outperforming, and now looks like HYGG might be starting outperformance. If we compare it to XMET, so this is HYGG outperforming, and then XMET outperforming. So we're at a support level there. So thank you, mate. The global growth companies potentially finding support here. Alright, now this is a good one. SLX So the VanEck Steel ETF. Okay, so this is a pretty niche one. So I don't think it's American one. The tank shouldn't be able to. So it's pretty much line ball. So the tank's done pretty well there. What about if we did? Oh no, well, that's all we need to know. So, which is I'm surprised because that looks pretty hot. Okay, ACDC from Paul. I know that's been a bit of a ripper, a bit of a crowd favourite. So how's that compared to MVR? Just check that we got all the. So we want the ASX. Okay. So yeah, ACDC has been outperforming MVR. A bit of a stall here. If we go against, we'll say the miners ETF, because it's a ninja versus ninja. Then miners definitely outperforming. This has to be a joke. But I had to show it because it's an entry. So Metal Bull ZSL has been great to look at. It's a 2 times silver short ETF. So it's basically as silver goes up, this thing goes down twice as fast. He's having a joke, obviously. The inflows were big recently on the run up. Everyone's trying to short silver. Don't underestimate the shorts. Bitcoin bros love this ETF. Well, they love the idea, Bitcoin. So that's why we had it. No one's talked about Bitcoin, but let's have a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, it's basically on a level of support. That's a rising channel. I would expect to break down here maybe to support. But if we check how Bitcoin's gone against MVR, so the tank has been outperforming Bitcoin. All right, we got from Chandra Chef, who is a chef, U100 and BMG, aka U100. So let's put him up against the tank to begin with. Okay, so that's pretty convincing. Tank's got him. BMG. So this is an emerging markets thing. A few people have put in emerging markets. So let's against the tank. So just check that we've got all the ASX, yep. So tank's got him. EMKT. I think I was going to use that for a longer version of, that wasn't tipped by anybody. CNU. So Michael, CNU looks good. I must have covered this before because it's got, but I haven't promoted it. Targets growth sectors, tech, healthcare, obviously in China. Alright, well that's like good theory. So how's it going against the tank? Yeah, not too. Looks like the tank's got him for a while. Atom. So Metal Bull. Atom has been my preferred uranium due to underweighting Kaza versus URNM. Okay, so this is, so Atom is basically more the reactors rather than the miners. So how's he gone against the tank? Okay, so the tank has got him. But an interesting one. Hold on, let's just check. So that's, make sure that's ASX. ASX Atom. Oh, there you go. That's probably what it should look, but it's cheap. ASX Atom over ASX MVR. Okay. So Atom has been outperforming the tank. Alright, let's pull out let's pull out the miners. Okay, so he's since the beginning of the year, miners has been outperforming. Bit of a trend. I wonder how. So you'd still be in miners at this stage. Excellent. Yeah, so excellent. But it's good one. Interesting one would be Atom divided by URNM, which is an ETF. Let's make sure we got the ASX versions. ASX over ASX. Okay, so the URNM is obviously the Ninja cover here. So he's made the choice not to go for URNM. This is saying URNM is outperforming Atom. Anyway, that's what we got. Michael says food, Moo, and G and R. Now food's obviously one that I cover. It's a Ninja. But we'll look at Moo and food are basically the same. There's that lovely declining wedge, break, come back, retest, go. So I'll just we'll do it. This is the American one, but we'll just check it against the tank. Okay, so at this stage, the tank's still outperforming Moo, but Moo's building a bit of a base there. Then we got G and R. Don't mind this one. Sort of a you can see there Exxon, Nutrien, BHP, Shell, Newmont. So a bit of a resource, a bit of a tank type US version of MVR. So let's see, G&Q over MVR. Okay, well, the tank's been outperforming since the beginning of the year, but it's forming a nice base there. So this could be, well, this is the idea of the comp. Try and find if there's something better out there. So this one will definitely be on the watch list. You need it to be in America though. But hey, if you're going to make more money, it's not that hard to set up a US account. Okay, then we got Mr. PSPS. He's got these Advantis. There's two of them. Advantis small cap. So divide by the tank. Well, the tank's got him. This is a emerging markets one. MVR. Tank's got him. EEM from the Scuffsian Reaper. Emerging markets. So there's a bit of emerging markets going on here. Bit of a theme. Divided by MVR. Okay, well MVR's still got him, but how's he go against like an XMET? Yeah, so XMET's got him. ASA. Oh, yeah, this is another good one from Anthony. ASA. So this is a good one actually. It's a bit of a. So it's in the US. But you can see like that USAS is one of those stocks that I say it's not in Silj that I talk about. So there's a bit of so it's a bit of a gold and silver mix. He's done very well to find that one. So if we well, he'd be no competition for the tank. We just do it. Yeah. So just make sure we've got. Yeah. So he's kicking tank's ass. We put him up against another ninja, Silj. It's not ASX. So Silj. Yeah, so Silj's. Well, there's the beginning of the year here. So Silj's still got him, but potentially forming a bit of a bottom. So I would definitely be keeping this one on the watch list. How does when they are XMET locally goes? XMET. Yeah, so he's got. Well, he's forming a nice bullish pattern to outperform. So it's basically been line ball with XMET. XMET's got the silver, copper, lithium miners in it, but it's setting up a nice little. You can see that, look at that nice little bull flag going on there. Nice pennant. It's very. I have to draw that. There's your flagpole. So that's building up. So thanks, mate. That's definitely probably the best one so far. Oh yeah, this is another one. No one's picked, but I'm watching HAP in the US. It's basically a global tank. So it's got all your it's got all your different sort of commodities, but bigger companies. So it's not like that previous one, which is just gold and silver ninjas. So if we do HAP divided by MVR, so he hasn't. So he again, he's building a bit of a bottom against the tank. So yeah, no one. So anyway, well, BGBL. Here's one of those old favourites. So from Rob. So BGBL over the tank. Tank MVR's got him. SCHD. So this is a high dividend top 100 div US. So if we go against the tank, so the tank's what's that, since the beginning of the year, 28%. So you could forget your dividend. Anyway, tank pays 2%, I think. Well, another one, if you're after divs, that I like is this, say in America, this AMLP paying 8% div, midstream oil and gas stuff. Bots. So Mr. LZ took on bots. So if we do box divided by MVR. So tank's got him. Armour. So this is from Yagi, sorry mate if I said it wrong. AMR, so this is like the DTEC. I covered DTEC, but anyway, that's not all the time though. But so divided by the tank. So that's the tank winning. That's armor winning. I would potentially expect armor to outperform the tank, but let's make sure we got the ASX version. ASX armor over MVR. Oh, that's a different. So that looks like the tank's got armor as well. Wonder, so XMAT would have him. Yeah, so XMAT. Okay, PM Gold. So Bobby Bangers. Well, PM Gold. Well, it's an easy one. Slam dunk for Mr. Silver, ATP Mag. Bang. Silver outperforming gold. I expect that to continue for a while. Got Canon, he's put in Asia. So another sort of Asian theme one. So over the tank. So yeah, not too bad. The tank's still got him. But if we go for XMAT, so XMAT's got him. Then last one on the list is drug, a piece of 8. Now obviously you can see I cover this one because I do like it. But it's interesting really. MVR, drug over MVR. Just make sure we got the ASX version. Yeah, so MVR still has drug. Alright, well thanks heaps for contributing. So there was a couple of ones in there which we'll definitely be adding. But it goes to show that if you're in the tanked ninjas currently, you're doing alright. I reckon you're doing a lot better than the average Joe Blow out there sitting in VAS, VGS and Qual, that's for sure. Alright, if you enjoyed that, give us a like, give us some feedback. Happy Australia Day.